Welcome to Shop Talk. I'm your host, PC. And this dude,
man, the man, baby.
Okay. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
We get the hottest topics that make it happen, but first, each show is dedicated in memory of my sisters.
And my mother, moment of silence. Let's make it happen.
Yo, we got one. This is a hot topic right now. All over the news, what we're seeing is they're talking about violence against women. Right? Yeah, the Ray Rices and all the situations. You got the quarterback at Florida State, the young quarterback at Florida State. Not even James, they got a new one.
Dude.
He hit the girl
at the bar.
But it's just so many of them. So the topic is, what advice would you or did you give your son and your daughter about a man putting his hands on a woman?
Ooh.
You know, are you telling them no matter what the woman do, a man should never put his hands on a woman? What are you saying? What are you saying to your daughter? You know, and if you get in this chair, I want to know what you're saying. I want to know what you. I don't care if you don't have a daughter. What would you tell her?
I don't know, man.
Because that's what we want to know. That's what we're gonna talk about. Yo, what show is this?
264 3.
That's a shame.
5.
That's a shame.
265, son. The Stick and Move episode.
Him got one job.
Yeah.
He got one job.
What?
All right, we'll talk about all that and more when we come back right here on
Shop Talk. Holla.
What?
Sticking it forward. Hit you in the face on the right with the left. Let's go.
Welcome back to Shop Talk. Yo, we got our boy Remo, the lyricist, in the house. What's up, my dude?
Big time, man. Big time.
Yeah.
TV land. What it do? You know.
We chilling. We appreciate you coming to the show.
All that good
Yo,
stuff.
y'all got to ignore this dude, man, because there's a lot of people hating because
we just want to say
we gotta see this stuff.
We appreciate
that.
I think they're hating because
the watch is brilliant.
Yeah, that's right.
Captain,
that's that realness right there.
And I'll be up in a minute.
I wish we could get the producer to zoom in on that.
Yo, you probably could do all your verses on his watch.
All
you know
of
what I'm saying? You know they got the Casio kick
That's
set.
the Samsung Gear S, baby.
What you got going on?
Hotter than anything.
Actually, right now,
we don't want to hear all
Oh,
that,
really?
man.
That's it.
right now, you know, Remo just chilling with his kids, man. You know, y'all already
Summer
know
fun.
my spill with my kids and how I don't see them a lot. So they here for the summer. We just been 3 Mac
Poison
Daddies
Clan.
just rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all going back to Charleston? You and the Poison Clan?
Yeah, they gonna have to come with me.
All right.
That's
I
high
feel
energy
you.
right there. Yo,
I feel you.
Godspeed, bro. That's all I say.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we gonna get with Remo and probably remake the intro.
Yeah.
We was talking about that. We're gonna get Big Sealy on that joint.
Yeah, man.
So stay tuned for that.
Well, we got a lot of artists
hot.
too.
Yeah, we got a lot of artists.
A lot of artists with a lot of experience, a lot of singing, rapping, and sing. Yeah, I know.
Is that you? Hello?
I'm mesmerizing you.
Hello?
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, he moves it in the globes.
Yeah,
That's kind of
it's
dope.
hot. It's
That's
hot.
kinda
So we
dope.
just gonna have a meeting of the minds and put our artistic, integrity
Flavor on it? Yeah.
on record, and let you guys hear it and be the judge for it.
So stay tuned for that, yo.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's dive into this, man. The topic is, what would you or have you taught your sons and your daughter? What would you tell them about a man putting his hands on a woman? You know, because the hot topic is violence against women, and I think there are many different sides of this, but we're all kind of looking at it. Everybody wants to be politically correct, so everybody's just kind of sticking to the pro quo. A man should never hit a woman. What say you?
Those people are lying because there's been instances where they won't admit in public what they've done. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, and I'm capable. Excuse me, guys. I'm guilty of the same practice that I preach to my kids. I have 12 sisters, and so when you have 12 sisters, Olivero,
Turn it down for me.
when you have 12 sisters. TV land, my kids is here. They got my phone. They going crazy. He about to walk right through the glass.
No, duck. Thank you.
TV land, my son walks right through.
He mad. Don't be mad. Shop Talk.
Shop Talk.
Word.
He just wanted to get on TV.
Yeah, he mad.
My
We
other
sorry.
son was here once, so he had to get it even.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, we saw the top of your dome, but go ahead.
Essentially, what I'm saying here is, people aren't perfect, and women are, beautiful creatures and creatures of habit. And I agree that you should not put your hands on a woman. However, And TV Land, I always like to share my personal experience. I'm guilty of that same, you know, negative connotation. I've unfortunately been in instances where I've put my hands on a woman, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she's done to me. I'm still guilty.
No, he didn't.
But I was young. I was immature. I'm older now. I paid my debt to society. I paid my debt to society.
Okay.
Wow, I've never done anything like that.
This is something that
you gotta be ashamed of yourself.
Listen, TV Land. If you can't be real, then what's the point of portraying someone if it's not going to be real?
Shout out, that's real.
He was a real abuser.
Young. No, I wasn't a real abuser, but I was guilty of violence committed against a woman. Doesn't matter how, you know, that individual might have scarred me up. I'm still guilty for
you're a man,
retaliating because I'm much stronger.
Check this out, though. We kind of busting your chops a little bit.
It's cool.
It is a serious topic.
It's cool.
I'm of the opinion, don't hit me, man. Like, for real, don't hit me. Because if I don't hit you, don't hit me. Because my thing is, you can't just be punching me in the face, slapping me in the head, blacking my eye. And I've had chicks black my eye before. And believe me, the embarrassment behind that is so bad.
Swelled up by women.
Yeah, I mean, old girl had me lumped up and the cats was murdering me, man. I'm like, yo, what was I supposed to do, though? Yeah, so don't hit me and I won't hit you. There's ways for us to resolve that. We're not little kids. You know, we're grown up. So I can actually talk to you and you don't have to hit me. All right, that's my thing.
And I get that. So that's your opinion. So what would you teach your kids? So starting with Remo.
Okay.
What would you tell your sons in respect to putting their hands on a woman?
What I tell them now, what I continue to tell them is, no matter what a woman does, and of course it comes with an extended, you know, conversation. I don't just leave it with, you know, never put your hands on a woman no matter what. That is number one that I preach to them. Don't put your hands on a woman. But number two, you know, I always tell them, hey, there's instances where women, you know, can provoke you. And it's funny that I say that because Stephen A. Smith from First Take fame, he actually was suspended for saying that women provoke men into, you know, putting physical harm on them. And he was suspended for that. Man. But there are always situations where you can walk away. Now, when you're trying to walk away, women, you know, can get in your face, confront you, hit you, strike you. You know, women know how to get to the core of a man's emotion, and vice versa. But us being much stronger individuals, we're always looked upon with a black eye if you ever put your hands on a woman. And I I agree with that, but I'm also guilty of what I agree with. I would never do that again. And there's been instances where I've been struck by women and I just got to walk out. Because if I didn't, you know, like Chappelle, I won't put my hands on you, or Chris Rock, but I'll shake the shimmy on out of you, you know what I mean? But black and white, I tell my kids, listen, just walk away. Just walk away.
That's the better move.
Here's the thing. I agree with everything that you said, and really an identical position. I would tell my son, hey, do whatever you can to try and never put your hands on a woman. That's what I would tell them. However, if that woman did get in his face and he lost control, I would understand that. I mean, I'm just being honest. I would have to understand, because somebody didn't tell that young lady
keep your hands to yourself.
To keep your hands to yourself. And so I think it's a very one-sided topic. And listen, first of all, there are a lot of guys that really portray violence against women, unprovoked. They're bad drunks. They're things of that nature where they put their hands on a woman. They got no self-control. If a woman say anything, they throw it. So we're not talking about that. But we're talking about the ones where the woman does put her hands on a man, or come at him, or provoke him, or get in his face. Here's the thing. We can tell our sons all we want. Never to hit a woman. What I want to know is, when do they get to practice that kind of self-control?
That's true.
See, when you go to war, you have practice. Right? When you get proficient at anything, you have practice. So that would be like me saying, I'm going to learn how to play basketball, but I'm only going to watch video.
Yeah, you got to get out there.
Right, you got to get out there. So, and since they don't, you know, you had a bunch of sisters, I had a bunch of sisters, so I have had to practice that because I grew up with a lot of sisters. But a lot of people don't get that practice. And my point is, when you get in a person's personal space, you really don't know how they're going to react. You know, the human in us tends to react different from when if you're talking across the room. So my message to my daughter would be, practice self-control.
Okay.
Don't provoke a man. Don't get in his face. Don't point at him. Don't get in his personal space and stop belittling him. There are a lot of women that say no matter what a woman says to a man, if she get in his face, he should never put his hand. But when does that man get to practice that? Because we don't know what's going to happen when you get this close to somebody. I'm a claustrophobic by nature, and when you get too close to me, I feel some kind of way, male, female. When I have a hard time at lines. You know, if I'm standing in a line and somebody's too close to me, I want to elbow him. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to have to finish this thought on the next segment.
No, you know what? This segment can run a little longer because we only have 2. So we just go better. We're going to run it a little longer. So, you know, my point is, I don't know how I'm going to react.
Okay.
And I don't want somebody in my face, and I want somebody poking. Listen, I'm 6'4" and 310 pounds, but I'm not going to slap a bear, right? And I'm strong. But I'm not going to walk up to a grizzly bear that's 1,400 pounds and poke him. Kind of like with the Slim Jim commercials.
The Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. And why? Because I know that he'll probably tear me to shreds. Well, God made men physically more dominant and superior for a reason, and we should respect that. A woman shouldn't be in that space because she should never try to go at a man. Now, if a man put his hands on a woman, she got to protect herself. You know, I'm telling my son, if a woman touch you and she's hurting you, I'm like Mills Lane, protect yourself at all times.
See, that's what I always have a hard time with. What happens when you have a super violent woman?
It's a double-edged sword.
She's trying to hurt you for real.
It's a double-edged sword.
Do you not live? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I think. Go ahead.
The one thing I want to say, TV Land, and to my women TV landers out there, we're not blaming you. We're not saying that, you know, physical violence inflicted upon you was caused by you. What we're saying here is, you know, sometimes women can be just as guilty as men. Women know how to cut. You bear some blame and responsibility. Women know how to cut to the teeth of a man's emotion and things that really, you know, really can bother a man, and they know how to stir up those emotions when they want to, because of, you know, whatever might have happened previous to that.
Yeah, see, I try to tell my kids,
practice self-control. If you don't practice self-control, what we've created is we created a society where we say men should never touch a woman at all, period. But the woman doesn't practice self-control.
Yes.
So now it's unfair that this man has to try to do this no matter what, when somebody's all in their space. That's unfair.
A good example.
What we need to say is no one should touch anyone ever.
Yeah, the guy on the bus.
But unfortunately,
he's doing his job, and the girl, I don't know if she spit on him, but she slapped him or something.
She slapped him?
And he gets fired.
My kids, TV Land.
I mean,
see, now
it wasn't
he
fair.
didn't do anything, and he still lost his job.
Yeah,
see, as men, you know, sometimes we do get so much responsibility placed upon us. So in the event that we happen to lose our cool, I mean, we're people. You know, you cut me, I bleed. Yeah. So if I lose my cool, trust me, I didn't just flip out immediately. Number one, I try to walk away. Number two, try to take a deep breath. Number three, I may just, you know, get some emotion up out of my body vocally. Number four, you know, I'm hitting, I'm blocked. It gets to the point where, you know, I almost feel like I'm defending myself. Now, at the same token, I'm not saying that excuses my action.
No, well, Freaky said we're not talking about the guys who just go into it with super violence.
Like my father. That was my father.
Yeah, and I would that every man would have the ability to walk away or turn the other cheek, and I would love that to be the case, but the reality is every man doesn't have that. They don't get to practice that. They don't have that, and a lot of times we can diffuse that situation or prevent it altogether if we just practice self-control. So we need, both parties need to practice self-control at all time, and we need to do a much better job of telling our young ladies, practice self-control.
That's a good point, man. Usually I bust your chops, but
because you see all these videos on the web where the woman is in the man's face, you know. So at this point, Celie is not doing her job.
Celie's letting my kids run around the studio. My other son's about to walk right up to you as we're having a segment.
Be good.
Try to stay focused.
Hey, 266. Oh, excuse me, 265. Yo, we show crazy professionalism, man. If y'all can see the surroundings, y'all are bug out.
Exactly. But look, self-control is something that we all need to exercise more.
Yeah.
And well, I'm practicing it more because once the cameras start rolling, you know, and I go into full daddy mode. Yeah. Then let's see if I can walk away, TV land. Then let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
But,
hey, baby. Hey, baby.
in all honesty, though, I mean, you know, I'm just gonna preach to my kids. Listen, just try to walk away.
Yeah.
And if there's no ties, meaning marriage, children, you know, something that you can't sever, you know, get out of that situation. There's someone better for you.
If you could sidestep, and like I said, I've seen, and I've been in this situation. I bust your chops. I've had women put their shoulder on me, like, "What you gonna do? Hit me?" You know, and get in my face, and you know, put their finger in, and all this stuff. And I'm trying to practice self-control. A lot of men they already have anger issues.
Yeah, I've had some women go too far. Like,
as have I.
They push you too far, and you're like, why are you doing this?
And
like,
then they want you, but they want,
fight?
the problem is they want the man to practice self-control.
But they get
But
to
the woman
lose
not
it.
practice self-control. You should have enough self-control because you're bigger and stronger. So you should have enough self-control. Now, first of all, that's not physical control. That's emotional control.
Yeah, that's
we don't get to practice that. That woman is not practicing emotional control now because she's all up in his face. Listen, I'm not trying to say that a man should hit a woman.
No, not at
Nobody
all.
on this
Not
panel
at
is
all.
saying that.
Not at
But
all.
we are saying that we need to spend more time telling our daughters to practice self-control.
Yes.
Don't be a provoker, and keep your hands to yourself, because that's what we're telling the man. Practice self-control. Don't provoke the woman, and keep your hands to yourself. So the message need to be 50-50, equal down the board.
I agree.
And there'd be a lot less of this.
I agree. Yeah, I can't even believe I agree with you.
The
Because
one
if you hit up straight up, your life is ruined.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, your life is ruined.
And I'm a big dude. If I hit a woman back, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Look at you.
Yeah,
you should have took it."
Yeah.
Right now, you know.
And it's my people's, and I'm gonna go, dude. Why
I was
you
a
hit her?
teenager, you know what I mean? I was a teenager, but it still doesn't excuse my actions. It was almost 20 years ago. But I'm a different man, and you know, I would definitely walk away from any situation. If there's listen, you know, TV land, they can kill me, but let me steal my heart, because for people that's watching this, there's people that need to see this. If you can walk away, walk away. Walk away. If there's nothing that has you tied, walk away. There's somebody better for you and for her.
This one.
Man, look, man.
I'm just saying.
Just walk away.
Them girls know who you are.
It's not a elaborate matter, but if you've seen the show before, y'all know we are clowning about anything. The seriousness of it.
Walk away.
You know, we do believe you should walk away. So.
And my kids is running around the studio. I'm gonna get y'all.
To ourselves, I think we'll be okay, man.
All right, what goes up must go down. We'll be back in a minute right here on
Walk away.
Shop Talk.
Walk away. I know it was coming, but I had to do it.
Remo the pugilist.
I had to do it.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Welcome back to Shop Talk. You got Big C in the house. What's up?
Hey, watch them hands now.
Throwing them blows. Throw them blows. Throw them blows.
Don't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the show.
Yes,
Yes, good to have you back.
I love my hair. I'm doing that
Look at you.
at a James thing. Because I heard a church bell ringing.
Wow.
I heard it. I ain't know he been ringing that by him.
Yeah, I like a blonde nigga sing.
Yeah.
Real blonde, too.
Black blondes. Yeah.
All right, so listen.
Yo, pardon my greasiness, y'all.
Yeah, he's greasy.
You are sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is greasy.
I don't know what that
Greasy.
is.
Greasy.
That's just my shiny product.
That's that Crisco.
all.
Crisco.
Yeah, you know.
It's Crisco chicken.
Yeah, I'm a little shiny up top, but you got it all around.
I know, I can't understand that.
Yeah, you look like, you know, we're supposed to put some makeup on you to dull you down.
Yeah.
That's what,
You know, when you
star
shine
right.
like
I think
this,
it's some makeup
though,
in
it's
the
what it
drawer.
is.
He's a star. He wants to shine. He
You
wants
feel
to
me?
shine. He wants to shine.
Feel me? Been
Star
sucking
rock.
the fame out the room since 71, baby.
That's right.
Hey, don't mind me. I have been looking like a minstrel man.
Oh, God.
Don't mess with me, bro.
With a mohawk?
All right,
Yeah.
so what you got going on?
Nothing much, man. Doing my thing. My working and taking care of the children and staying up in the church.
All right,
That's all they do.
And always catch you on Facebook because you
Yeah,
have the
man.
funniest. And I love what you do because you have a wonderful way of mixing, you know, truth and fun and humor with
Yes,
something
sir.
that's still meaningful.
Yes,
you
sir.
got a real
Yes,
way of
sir.
doing that, a
Thank
knack
you.
for doing that.
Thank you.
Unlike most people that are on there, they're either one or the other.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And by the way, you have a beautiful voice, amazing
Oh, thank you,
voice.
sir. Thank you, sir. That's a secret. Stop talking. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. You're talking too much.
Really taking it back there. I had to say it. All right. So this is a very serious topic, and excuse us for clowning. That's what we do. It's hard for us to get out of clown mode until we start talking, but now we're in it. So what would you say to your son, or what have you said to your son and your daughter in regards to a man putting his hands on a woman?
Well, I got two boys, too. I tell both of them boys, I say, look here, don't put your hand on the woman. Because if you put your hand on the woman, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
What you do is you grab the arm and spread your legs. Spread them open so they won't hit you in your winger. Spread them. And that way, when they go to kicking, they won't hit you in your winger. So just hold them down and you scream like a girl. When you scream like a girl, then somebody will come and they'll see that she beating you up. And then you'll be safe. That's what you do. That's why I tell my boys.
You tell them to spread their legs?
Yeah, I tell them, hold the gal down, hold the hand, like this, young, hold them, and open their legs so they don't kick them in the winger. Then if they don't kick them.
But wouldn't they want to close the legs?
No, because if you close them, you'll kick them in the shin. If you open them, they can't kick. They can't kick.
Oh, you get that distance.
Yeah, you hold them. But you don't put your hand on the woman. No.
I am trying.
What
But
we doing here?
I say this, if you don't want the man to hit you,
Okay.
don't put your hand on him.
Yeah.
Because if you want to be like a man and that man beat your behind, that's kind of your fault. But I don't agree with no man hitting no woman because a man is strong. A man is strong. They can hit a woman. But a lot of these women, y'all feel that these men won't hit you, and then you put your hand on them, and them man wake you up one day. They wake you up. I used to do that to mine. I used to beat up on that man, beat him up.
What?
I beat that man up so bad that man cracked a mattress on my head. I stopped. I ain't hit him no more. And then the man called the police on me one time. Man called the police, and the police laughed at the man and went to lock the man up. But I say, I caused that.
So the police called.
I called the police. He called the police
on you, and they was going to lock him up.
They went to lock him up and laugh and tell him he was sorry because the poor man tried not to hit me.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of these women, I see them in the street. Y'all is head up on these men, and these poor men be trying to walk off, and then you keep hitting and keep hitting. Nobody can take but so much. Everybody got a point where they break.
And we don't know what that point
You
is.
don't
See,
know.
we want these guys to have so much self-control that if you smack them around a little bit, and they're just going to take it. But I'm telling you, when you get in a man's personal space and you provoke them like that, you don't want a woman in your face. You don't want anybody.
That's right. You got a woman beating up on you.
When two men get in each other's face,
leave them. If you got a woman beating you, leave them.
Yeah, absolutely. If we could do a better job of getting the women to be and have self-control, then we won't put so many men in a position where they do the wrong thing and they lose control. We're putting them in a bad position to begin with, but I think it's unrealistic for us to think that every man's going to have the type of control that he never gets to practice. His sisters didn't treat him like that, his ex didn't treat him like that, and now this woman is all in his face.
But you know you can get to practice, because back in the civil rights movement, they used to do the counter sit-ins and they would practice.
They would practice.
So you can get to practice.
I don't know how we gonna practice that.
Your mama or whoever can yell in your ear and slap you upside the head until you get tired, and then you learn that way. run up on your mama if you want to see what happened to you.
Yeah,
but you can get the
true.
practice.
Yeah, that's
you can
true.
get but you got to learn self-control. And anyway, if you're in a relationship where a woman is beating up on you, a man or a woman, you need to get out.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, they go back and feel that they ain't going to do it. If they do it one time, they can't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Unless something intervene and really change them. But you need to just leave that alone. Ain't nobody got no business putting their hand on them. If you got to put your hand on them,
on anyone.
That's all I'm
on
saying.
nobody,
And
the
you
man
know-
or the woman. Don't keep your hand to yourself.
Yeah, let's
You
keep
know
our
what
hands
else
to
happened?
ourselves.
Because it sounded like you said the same thing. You were saying you used to touch him up. And,
I used to touch him up, boy.
And a lot of women are so used to doing that, they just they get more and more bolder, right? They start
They
off
do. They
getting in his
feel like
space,
that.
and
That's
they start
right.
off kind of nudging him, and they start off pushing him.
That's right. They
and
feel
next
that
thing you
man ain't
know,
gonna
they
hit 'em.
start hitting him. And when the man finally strikes back, well, you provoked them all the way up to this point, and now everybody's going to say he's wrong, he's wrong, he's wrong.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a hard time completely faulting this guy when this woman has pushed him to that point. And
But
I'm just
he
being
still
honest.
need to restrain her. He don't need to go in Mike Tyson, punch your face and break your neck.
Yeah.
He don't need to do
Yeah.
that. He need to restrain her as best as possible.
But when
and
you-
if
but
she
you-
a big Bertha,
but-
you need to sling him out the door and cool.
And that sounds great, but again, we don't get to practice this. So when somebody smacks you, most men will try to restrain a woman and get them off them or whatever.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: once you got adrenaline pumping and endorphins popping and all that stuff, and you're in the heat of the moment, just keep that man out of that position.
That's right.
Let's do that.
Don't bring him there in the first place.
Keep him out of that position.
Don't bring him there.
I've been there. I've had a woman kick me in the face and everything, and I just took it.
Yeah.
I just
I've
took
had
it.
some violent episodes, man.
I could have hit her back.
man.
You know, I could have hit her back. I ain't hit her back. I just took it.
I think we should just keep our hands to ourselves.
Keep your hand to yourself.
You know, you don't want to hit a woman, but let's stop making it like the dudes are just monsters that's just totally, you know, just destroying the women. I don't think that's fair. But once the media and people get in it, it always gets slanted one side. Because even with the Ray Rice thing,
She hit him
I don't
first.
have a dog in
And
that fight.
No.
She spit on him. She
You know what
spit
I mean?
on him.
Yeah, I don't have a dog in that fight.
And everybody know how offensive,
But
if that
he
in
shouldn't
fact is the
punch
case, everybody
Yeah.
know how offensive something like that and personal
Yeah.
that is when you
Yeah.
spit on somebody.
Right. But
You
he
don't
should have
know-
punched that girl like Mike Tyson. I
No,
saw. He
no,
should have
that's what
punched
I'm
that
saying.
girl
Here's the
now.
thing.
That's
Here's the
what I'm
thing.
saying.
He is one of the toughest NFL running back. He's the equivalent of Mike Tyson in the NFL.
Yeah,
so
so he
if
should-
I'm a female,
Why would you?
Why would you spit in his face?
Yeah, why would you?
Maybe she kept hitting him before and felt that she
Yeah,
was
we
okay
only
with
saw
that.
a little
We,
bit.
we
We
only
don't
go
know,
about
but
either
my
way.
point is,
He shouldn't have hit that girl
He's
like
stronger than the average man.
that. And he could have
Yes, he's
restrained.
stronger than the average football
He
player.
could have
Yeah.
restrained.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a dog in that fight. But if they would have just not been touching each other,
That's right.
they would have been okay. You
That
know
looked
what I mean?
tacky anyway
And
in the
now
street,
his
hitting
life
on each
is
other. That
ruined.
looked bad.
Yeah.
You
That
know what I
looked real
mean?
bad.
So it's just not worth it.
And they'll forever have to live that down.
Yeah, who wants to be the guy
Yeah.
known for that for the rest of your life? You know?
Yeah, and again, disclaimer. We are not saying guys should lose control. We are not saying that any man should be out there hitting any woman. I say this again, I would that every man would have the restraint if a woman should get in this person's space, hit him, poke him, slap him, prod him, whatever. I would that he could turn the other cheek and walk away. But I'm smart enough and wise enough to know that that doesn't always happen. And so the way we can circumvent a lot of those situations is make sure the woman practice self-control. We teach it from a very, very, very early age.
Oh, I'm just showing Big Sealy and
I don't know why
Big
he's doing
Freaky that our man Crab McGrab just got us on the ShopTalk page that you could go to on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, go to our Facebook page,
Yeah, plug.
ShopTalk,
Check
and,
me out,
and,
check
and
me
check
out.
out our YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
sorry, I had to do that.
And check out some of our clips and see this is what we do.
Yeah.
And before we leave, I don't want y'all women to think that I'm condoning a man beating on a woman.
Nah.
Because I'm going to tell you, if a man put his hand on me, he going to meet Jesus that day.
You know what?
'Cause it done happened plenty of times.
Big
One
City,
walking
check
around with
it.
a bullet in his bunkie right now for putting his hand on me. Don't put your hand on me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
check it
condone
out.
no man hitting on a woman.
Let's be real. If anybody's ever seen the show, and even if this is your first time seeing the show, y'all know there's no way on God's green
Yeah,
earth
sir.
that we saying dudes should be touching women.
No.
We're
Women
not
should
saying
be
that.
touching dudes. None of that.
Exactly.
We dedicate this show
Yeah.
to women, to my
Yeah.
two sisters
and
and
my
his
mother.
mother.
There's
You
no
know, we
way we
dedicate
saying
this.
touch
We love
girls,
them.
man.
Yeah.
What we saying is when you raising little people,
How do you train them?
yeah, and yo, we grown-ups,
Yeah.
and if you constantly in my grill and belittling me and making me feel like you just downing me, of course I'm gonna say, yo, back off.
Bounce.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have, like he said, self-control enough to chill, something gonna happen.
Yeah. A lot of times the man will go to restrain the woman, and that's when she'll get even more physical.
Yes.
And then once she hit him, you know,
how much can you take?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my only thing. Like, yo, don't touch me.
We really need to do a better job, and I'm not blaming any of these women in any of these videos. But what I am saying is, we should be preaching to our kids, our little girls. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't get in a girl's face. Don't get in a guy's face. Practice self-control. Women are notorious for running their mouth. Let's keep it real. That's what girls do.
Men too now. I know a couple of y'all that don't know how to shut up. Talk too much, make me want to knock you.
And you know what we say in the street is that dude just running his mouth. Because in the street, you run your mouth too much, somebody gonna shut you up.
Yeah, you coming right here selling wolf tickets, man.
Somebody gonna touch you up.
That's right. But if you love him, you wouldn't be hitting him on the first place. You don't hurt who you love. So learn how to love. That's what you need to teach. You need to teach people how to respect one another and how to love one another. You don't want nobody beating up on you. If you want to beat on something, beat some egg and cook. Because half of y'all don't know how to do that either. But anyway, that's what I see.
I feel you. What
move was that? What was that move?
Oh, hey, no violence on the show,
provoke
man.
Me.
Ain't that what they do?
Oh, I thought you were going to blow.
Yeah, we thought you was taking it to... I get my crab McGrab on up in here, B. You crazy? Like, well, real.
Well, grab a gun and run? What he gonna do? Grab the gun slow and run? That's all he gonna do. Don't get me started. I'll tell the story.
Stop. Don't do that. That's my man.
I'll tell the whole story.
Yo, come on. He got the whole world right here. You can't tell
I love him. He good. He good. He know what he doing.
He doing his thing.
It's an inside thing. Y'all don't got to know about it.
Y'all don't got to know.
We apologize.
We appreciate your opinion, though, because we wanted a woman's point of view. And just know to all the ladies, man, we respect y'all, and we don't want nobody touching y'all, putting their hands on you. You know what I'm saying?
What goes up must go down. Stay in the chips, man.
265.
This is a real show. I hope that somewhere down the line that we get the word out and that there are less women out there that are going to be provoking that man.
The only fighting we should do is take a swing at me, slow, so I can see it. Up rocking. You feel me?
We'll see y'all next time right here on ShopTalk.
Got to put that clip. That's all they yeah, they know that. That's what they do. Yeah, I didn't think that they're some stupid. We used to do the I think I was kind of stupid. What's that?